Workshops
All
or
right, Rachel,
presentation.
please tell me one of the best way to put my students in this public speech setting. And but I don't think that some of the students are really reluctant to do so because their tendency, their character, their personality sometimes wouldn't let them have such wonderful experiences to pick up foreign language easily and effectively. But I do think that there's a people out there who might share the best ideas, the best methodologies I'm talking about, and to allow them, many students to be able to speak in public setting. What do you think about that? Are you there?
I think absolutely, I'm here. One of the best ways to help reluctant students is to gradually build their confidence with structured, supportive practice. For example, you could start with small group presentations or low pressure speaking tasks before moving on to larger
Oh,
audiences.
it's not right there. But you said I can put my students in a small groups. But the thing is that even in their placed in a small group, there are a bunch of students who are not willing to share their ideas in English because they're even if they speak their mother tongue. At this point, I'm talking about a Korean, and these Korean students are not inclined to express their opinions in even in Korean. Because how is it impossible for them to share their ideas, express their ideas in a foreign language? I'm talking about English. All right. So, what do you think about that?
That's a valid point. For students who are hesitant to express themselves even in their native language, it's important to build their confidence gradually. You might try incorporating activities that focus on personal interests or topics they're passionate about, as this can make them more comfortable speaking. Pairing them with supportive peers or using activities like journaling, where they can first write down their thoughts, can
Wait a second.
also.
Excuse me. Sorry to intervene. What you're saying. I mean, whatever you say lately is is all I know. I mean, the textbooks, even the books are full of tips to, um, you know, encourage the students to speak in a public setting. Because I'm not that desperate to learn such a things because I already know already like some of the ideas you already mentioned I have done so many times. But is there any other novel ideas or new ideas or some creative ideas that I can use um, in class, especially I want students to experience the AI based conversation like you, right? But the thing is the what I believe as educator, this is one of my philosophies I always cling to, is that humans are supposed to have the real conversation with the real people, not with the AI or robot like you or machines like you. Don't you think so? So, what is one possible plausible way that I can use in class and then drag my students out of their comfort zone and put them in the situations where they're only allowed to speak English. So, what do you think about that?
I see what you mean. One innovative idea could be to create immersive scenarios or simulations that mimic real world situations. For example, you could set up a language cafe where students role play different scenarios, like ordering food, interviewing for a job, or navigating a travel situation entirely in English. This can make the practice feel more practical and engaging. Another approach is to organize thematic English only days or events where students must communicate exclusively in English, perhaps tied to fun themes or real world tasks.
Okay, start right there. Those two ideas you just mentioned, I've done it. I've done those two ideas. Like I created my classroom that simply looked like a McDonald's or something or a restaurant. Even like I made this room and it looked like what do I say, the customs lines at the airport. So they're supposed to have this short interviews with the custom of officers, and so that's and then that even the latter idea you just mentioned was that what do I say? Yeah, so real situation scenarios are very effective, right? But lately, people, especially like teenagers, they're not drawn into, or they're not intrigued by those settings because what they want to do is simply like watching a TikTok, watching YouTube short form contents. But thing is, those brilliant ideas you mentioned, sites, are not the material for